We've seen how powerful Android Studio is at renaming classes, types, and files. We can even move them around to different package spaces. That saves us so much time and effort developing code and prevents a lot of mistakes. To go through and search and copy and paste and not forget to do every change is very difficult. Fortunately, the refactoring tool has some other features that are very powerful. One of the things I'd like to show you is if we go back to the main activity XML, as you may recall, we defined an onClick event with a method name in the XML file. And we were able to create that method name automatically within the activity. What's also really cool with refactoring is I can go back to this method name and modify that name again. So why would I do that? Let's say we had done a lot of coding since we first started, and I've modified the calculate sum method to calculate everything. I've made it into a really cool tool. Calculate sum doesn't make sense anymore, so I want to change it. I can put my mouse cursor on that, right click, select refactor, and then select rename. At this point, I will get rid of the sum and replace it with all because it calculates all now. I will then select enter. Now let's see what may have happened in our activity. We now have a method automatically created for us called calculate all. It wasn't created from scratch, it was just renamed. But we did this from the XML file. We initiated this change not through Java, but through XML. We can go backwards and forwards how we want to refactor our code. Say I choose to change the prototype of this method. It's a private static int search. I decide I don't like the prototype of this method. I need to pass in some sort of list that it can search for. So what I can do is put the cursor on the name of the method, right click, select refactor, go to change signature, and you'll see at the top there's a visibility, a return type, the name of the method. At the bottom is the full sample signature. So let's say I want to move this to public. I think I'll keep the return type as integer, but the name I can change that to search from outside. Down below you can see the format. The signature is now going to be public static int. The name of the method is search from outside, and the parameter passed in is int. I want to pass in a list of some sort to search for. So right here, I can add another parameter, and that type is going to be int array. And the name and the prototype is going to be search list. I'm not going to use a default value. Again, down below, we can see instantly the signature of this method. We can also preview what's going to happen. It's going to affect my calculate all method. It's the only consumer of search. So if I select that, you'll see that search is highlighted, and that's the method that's going to be modified. I'm going to go ahead and choose to do the refactor. You see instantly this call is set up, and it tells you there's an error in the expression. It's telling you it wants another parameter, the search list. You'll also see that the method definition has changed. It's now a public search from outside with my second parameter. So why is this nice? Let's say you have lots and lots of references to a method. Midstream, you decide you don't like the name, or you might want to modify the parameters. You can do it after the fact, all in one shot, and everything's updated. The only thing that you have to do is fill in the gaps here, passing in a parameter that will work with the new prototype. But after rethinking this, I don't want to change this method after all. I just want it the way it was, usable from the inside of this main activity. If I wanted a static helper method, I might put that in another class anyway. So I will refactor, change signature, put that back to private, move this back to search. My second parameter here, remove it. Now you can see the signature looks just like it did before. So I will just go ahead and refactor it. The only thing I have to do at this point, when it generated this extra spot for me to add a parameter, I need to delete that. And now I'm good. Refactoring, unfortunately, is way beyond the scope of this lesson. There are very many options and ways to refactor, and there are so many excellent features to this tool within Android Studio. I encourage you to look into this more and practice with sample code to see what you can do.